whichever one you prefer. And you used hashtag the rundown to let us know. So let's run through some of these tweets here. First one is from Andrew saying, Manny Machado, love him or hate him. He's been in the middle of everything for the Dodgers. He's had multiple big hits and homers versus both the Braves and the Brewers. His on-the-field conduct, though, hurts what otherwise has been an incredible performance. Very well-rounded answer there from Andrew. Thank you for that.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Hope you guys enjoyed my appearance on the MLB Network. I'm a huge Mets fan, so October is always a very exciting time of year for baseball in general. But anyway, guys, I want to start today with a question for you guys for the comments. I did a poll earlier on the community tab on YouTube, and I asked people, what will you vote on the new warding skill? It was just to get an idea of will warding pass or not as a skill, you know, when they actually pull it. And as we know, they need 75% approval to pass the skill. But in my poll, which is just an opinion poll, we got 171 votes, and only 43% of people said they would vote yes to warding, which is pretty stunning. I mean, that's a pretty decent sample size, 171. Obviously, it might be slightly different when it gets 10,000 votes on the actual poll or something. But yeah, I want to know, will you guys vote yes on the warding skill? Will you vote no? And why? I want to hear why as well. I think as it stands right now, I would actually vote no on warding. It doesn't look very interesting to me. It looks like it would be very much like runecrafting to train, which is not very fun for me. And it just doesn't look like it's needed. I mean, we don't need a different way to imbue rings or make mystic armor sets, so I think there would have to be major changes for me to vote yes. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you vote yes or no? Also subscribe to my backup channel. I haven't mentioned this in about 5 years. But not that I really need it. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Well, what will you vote on the warding skill and why? And what needs to be changed if you're voting no? So today's going to be kind of a different kind of video. So you guys may remember that I made a loot from 2,500 Dagannoth Kings. That was a few weeks ago. This video is going to be pretty similar. I killed about 1,500 Dagannoth Kings in this video. But in that video I talked a lot about, you know, my method, my gear, etc. I'm really not going to talk about what you're actually seeing in this video much, because it would just be repetitive to talk about, like, you know, all that stuff. So I'm just going to have the loot in the background. We will tally up all the Dagannoth Kings loot at the end, but there are a lot of other topics I want to talk about in this video that are not related to Dagannoth Kings. Kind of, you could think of this video kind of like a vlog, I guess. I will say though that now I have killed 7,500 total Dagannoth Kings, and I still don't have the pet. The pet is 1 in 5,000, just a pet from any of them, not a specific pet. Like, I'm not specifically going for the Rex pet or something, I'm just going for one single Dagannoth King's pet, and we haven't been able to achieve that now. So I guess technically this is the driest I've ever been for the pet, because not only am I over the drop rate, but I'm like 1.5 times the drop rate at 7,500. So kind of sucks, but at least we're making a lot of money, and again, I will show you how much money we have made in total at the end of this video. The main topic I want to talk about is switching to the RuneLite client. So you guys have probably seen that I've been using OSBuddy for the last 1.5 years, and it's really been not an enjoyable experience at OSBuddy, or using OSBuddy. I'm not working there or something, I was never like sponsored by them. But I switched to OSBuddy around 1.5 years ago because I used to never really trust third-party clients, and I figured, okay, let's give OSBuddy a try. I really wanted the freeze timer for PKing. That was the thing I really wanted, so I figured I'd give it a try, and it was worth it. And eventually I became a paid subscriber for OSBuddy around 1 year ago as well, and it was enjoyable to use the client, but from the beginning you could tell there's a lot of problems with OSBuddy. One thing, for example, is there are a lot of glitches that the OSBuddy has, and they don't really seem to get fixed, even if you submit bug reports. So for example, there's a glitch at Armadale where the spawn timer does not work often. And this is because you're usually chinning the minion, like you're attacking the minion with a Chinchampa, and it's just hurting Criera at the same time. And because of that, OSBuddy doesn't think you're actually attacking Criera, and the spawn timer for Arma will never show, which is very annoying to have at Arma, because if you don't know when it's going to spawn, it could quickly spawn and hit you like a 50 because you're not praying range. So that was a very annoying thing, and I reported that bug maybe half a dozen times, and it never got fixed, and it might still not be fixed to this day. And now with RuneLite, keep in mind, you can get spawn timers for free using RuneLite. RuneLite, you don't have to pay anything. Again, this is also not a sponsored video for RuneLite or anything. I'm just giving my honest opinion on both clients. So basically, I realized with OSBuddy, I'm paying for a feature that doesn't even work. when I could just switch to RuneLite and I would get that feature for free and it would work. As far as other glitches go, there was one that kind of pushed me over the edge with OSBuddy. There was an issue, which I have a picture of here, when they updated something with the clan chats, and now when you would add someone to your clan chat, it would instead kick them. So like if you're trying to rank them, as you see in this picture here, it would instead kick them, and it took me a few people to really figure out what was going on. Luckily, I got a hold of the people I kicked, and I'd explained to them that it was just a glitch and I didn't actually mean to kick them. But when I contacted the OSBuddy people about this in their Discord, it took a couple days for them to even give me a response, and there just seemed to be, in my opinion, a very lackadaisical attitude about fixing it. If it was my client and my bug, I would have like rushed to my computer and fixed the bug as soon as possible and put out a big apology, but it took them multiple days to even fix it and even just to acknowledge that the glitch was existing to me. So it was a very disappointing experience as a paying customer. Probably the main reason it took me so long to switch to RuneLite is just because it's a lot to get used to when you switch to a new client. You have to learn the settings of RuneLite and all the features that you want on, features that you want off. There's also like bank tags I have to redo with RuneLite, so that took a little while, but I think it was worth it in the long run. It's kind of like, let's say you're living in an apartment and your landlord comes to you and says, hey, we have a new apartment I can move you into if you want. It's going to be 10% cheaper, and it's also a little bit bigger of an apartment. You'd probably want to take that, but in the short term it would be difficult to move all your stuff and all that, but in the long run it would actually be much better. So that's kind of what I'm finding now that I've used RuneLite for a couple weeks. Of course, most of these clips until the very end are from OSBuddy, and this is because I tend to always be backlogged as far as making videos with all the content that I have. Like, I have so many clips I just need to show, and I'm always behind on them. If I didn't have to work my other job, I would probably have enough content to make like 3 videos a week. It's just that I don't have enough time to edit. That's kind of why I scratch my head when people like a friend say, oh, there's no content or no new videos to make. Like, if you just play this game normally, even like 10 to 15 hours a week like I do, there's actually a ton of content to show. I mean, maybe I'm just kind of lucky with drops and pets and all that, but generally I almost never have a problem as far as what video to make, because I just show the things that I've been doing in-game, which are all somewhat interesting in my opinion. I did notice too, pretty quickly, the customer support for RuneLite is much better. When I asked questions in their Discord when I was just kind of learning the client, I got responses pretty damn quickly, like within minutes, and people were generally friendly, they were helpful. They were telling me, oh, you can fix that by doing this, or there's a feature you can change like that. There's also like a wiki for RuneLite that kind of explains all the features in better detail, so it's very nice. I don't love everything about the client. I actually like the spawn timer location for OSBuddy a little bit better, where it's right above the chat box. Kind of having it off to the side in RuneLite is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but that's such a minor thing. So far, everything else seems much better. Here's the first clip using RuneLite. You can see all the stats on the top. Again, I wish those were a little bit smaller. There are a couple ways to make them smaller, but not really great yet. But it's still being worked on, and they do take suggestions, so it's definitely, like, I moved all the skills kind of into bubbles like that, or boxes on the left, so it's going to take getting used to, but overall the features seem less buggy. They seem to be more reliable, and the different format is certainly worth getting used to so far for me. Here's a clip of a couple duo berserker rings from a year and a half ago, which somehow never made it into a video, so might as well put it in this video since it's all about Dagannoth Kings. That does happen sometimes. There will be like a clip that just kind of gets buried in my files. Maybe it's in the wrong file and I never find it until now. But anyway, so we got 10 berserker rings, which is pretty insane. I didn't get that many berserker rings in the previous video, so I guess it kind of averages out, but that is over 33 million. We got 7 warrior rings, which is only 600k. Those are barely worth anything, unfortunately. 6 Seers rings, which is pretty good. We got those back-to-back Seers rings earlier as well. We got 3 Archer rings, which is worth a shit ton, 14.25 mil. 1,500 bones, which have gone down in price a little bit, that's 13.5 mil. And with the clues, Alex, and miscellaneous items like U-logs, we got around 10 mil of those. And so we made 75 mil total profit in this little vlog Dagannoth Kings video, so not bad whatsoever. This is still an excellent source of money and one of the best money makers in the game, in my opinion. So sticking with the theme of clips that have somehow never been used, here is a clip from February of Corp. Maybe I was planning on making a full Corp video, but I only got this one clip here. I guess we'll never know. But anyway, guys, in the comments, let me know which client do you guys use and why. Do you use RuneLite or do you use one of the other popular clients? I know Conduit is popular. Never tried that one though. but I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Also, like this video if you enjoyed. This video was a monster to edit, so I definitely appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell to get notifications whenever I upload. You can join our clan chat up on screen, AndrewAJT62, just our general discussion kind of clan chat. You can join our Discord. Even if you can't join the clan chat, feel free to hop in the Discord. Always like seeing the pictures you guys are posting in there every day. One of our members, FuryWall, actually got maxed the other day, so congrats to him. So we really have people of all levels, high and low. You can follow me on Twitter down below, and I'll follow you back if you play RS. You can follow me on Twitch down below, and you can support us on Patreon if you would really love to. So thanks so much for watching, guys. You guys are all the best, and I will see you guys next video. Take care, guys.